G'day. Today I'm just diverting from the trains uh, just for this one video. I was just watching Paul Vozman's channel the other day there with the models that he's been building, which are just absolutely fantastic. He does a lot of good work there. Very impressive model builder, old Paul. Anyway, we were talking about it, and he just said, throw a few up that you've done. So I thought, okay, I will. I'll do 3 that I've done. This was done when I was in my early 20s. So that's 30 years ago. Obviously, it's a Panzerkampf 5 and 6 Tiger tank. Those numbers mean something which I forget. It denotes their division or corps that they belong to. This tank I painted as it appeared on the box, and I often regret that, but that was the example I used. The camouflage patterns of the Tiger tanks were, something to be. Germans were really good at their camouflage. I'll give them that. Anyway, as you can see, this is just the standard German green. There's nothing special with the tracks or anything like that. It's not weathered. It's just purely a plastic model of what was displayed on the box. It's relatively intact. I can't see too many pieces missing there, if any at all. I think there's one lever missing on this vent here. If you see over there's a vent lever there, so it must have fallen off, but I might find it and stick it back on. So yeah, that's pretty well how I remember this one being displayed on the box. So anyway, that's the first one. I'll get my second model. Okay, this is one of the planes that I've built over the years. I think this was a Henschel. I can't remember it. I can't find the box. I keep all the boxes for my models, but this one's escaped me. I haven't seen too many of these in any movies or anything like that, so I'm not too sure how common they were. Maybe I should have read up about them, but anyway, you might notice that the machine guns, the machine gun here, is missing. I would assume the guy in the first pit, part of the cockpit, there's the pilot. There's now look, that guy might be a machine gunner, or maybe this thing had a bomb attached. I don't know. Doesn't look like it ever had bombs attached. So I'm assuming, there was a machine gun there. Actually, that machine gun might be gone. Yeah, there's a machine gun missing on the front bubble there as well. Oh well. Maybe I can make another one. Yeah, there's a hole clearly there, and there's no machine gun. But too bad, so sad. Anyway, that was just a generic pattern of camouflage there that I think I stole that straight off the box. I'm getting a bit of flicker out of that light there. There we go. Yeah, back in those days I tried to stick pretty rigidly to what was the suggested camouflage pattern, and didn't take too much license for variation, which was, it is what it is, isn't it, when you make them. But I like this plane. It's there's a lot to it with those floats there, the skis, and where they would have used these would have been interesting. It's obviously some kind of like a surveillance plane, intelligence gatherer, maybe up in the northern countries in the cold. They would have been landing on lakes and things like that. It doesn't look like it would have carried much in the way of supplies or anything like that. So it kind of just lends itself, I think, more to being a maybe a surveillance plane with a limited, machine gun defence on it. Anyway, I'll get the next model. Okay, and here's the third one. Obviously it's the French MB tank there with the two cannons in the front. One for the high explosive rounds, and the other one for I suppose more the tank rounds. It looks like I've lost, unfortunately lost one of the decals there. Well, that's a bit of a shame. But yeah, I'll try and close in on it a bit, just give you a bit of a look. The commander there sitting on the seat at the back of the turret there. Brave. Very World War One, you'd think, wouldn't it? Beast of a tank though. They could stop around very well. They were better, initially better tanks than what the Germans had. Armour and firepower wise in the early part of the war. It's just that the French didn't concentrate their armour, and obviously they used them as infantry support. Infantry support tanks rather than concentrating them and punching holes in the German defence, as what the Germans did to them. But having said that, I think the Germans had quite a bit more air superiority, so it probably wouldn't have gone well either anyway. But anyway, there's some soldiers there on the went down flickering again. Here we go. Some soldiers that I painted up from the period. Would have been early part of the war with the French attacking, so we're saying 1940. And there's my little machine gunner, and he's behind the barbed wire. And there's the old commander with his pistol, telling everyone, "Oh, hang on there, just stay back there. We'll just make sure this is all good." Very brave of him. So yeah, this is some of what I've done. Just sort of start off slow. But yeah, I really like these obscure tanks. They're so interesting in the way they've been designed and built. I mean, this is just straight out of World War One with that tank, with the track design there. It's just massive. And these things are a heavy tank, but unfortunately useless. One more little zip around. So there we are. I hope you found that interesting. I'll catch up with you again soon. I'll see you later.